How's it going, guys? It's Charlie here. So I'm on a quick walk in England. As you can see, I'm in nature now. Sometimes I do this to think, but I just wanted to make a really quick intro to this video. Now, if you're anything like me and you struggle doing the work, you struggle doing outreach for your agency or just online business, then I know this video is going to really help you. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick intro. I hope you enjoy. Like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, let's get into it. Resilience, alchemy, how to love the hard work. If you've ever struggled with motivation, I don't know, discipline, just doing the work, it could be outreach, sales, or whatever it may be, this is going to be a game-changing video for you. I actually struggled myself to actually do the work when I started my agency, and I was procrastinating. I was, not disciplined enough to just sit down and do the work. So in this video, I'm going to explain how you can actually love doing the work. It's something I know a lot of you struggle with, and let's face it, the greatest entrepreneurs, the greatest business people in the world are the ones that can sit down for an extended period of time and just work. No distractions, just work, and they love it. So I'm going to explain how you can love it and everything you need to know about it. So what we're going to be covering is resistance, homeostasis, the gradual alleviation, embracing the prodigy within the crucible of hard work, and then conquering external influences. But firstly, let's talk about this. The biggest enemy you'll face or ever deal with in your life is yourself. There's a lot of external factors, but realistically, it comes down to you. At the end of the day, only you are the one that can propel yourself or position yourself in the best direction. So I'm telling you this because you need to understand that you're the only one that can make this work, and the biggest enemy will be yourself at the end of the day if you don't get what you want in life. So this smoothly brings us into the topic of resistance. Maybe you know what resistance is, maybe you don't, but I'm going to explain for those that don't. Resistance is essentially the barriers, the fears, the self-doubts that one puts on themselves that hinders their success. The exact feeling you probably get when you sit down at your desk, or you sit down and you try and do outreach, it's that feeling where you're like, it feels like there's something pushing back. It feels like there's something that you don't know what it is, but you just struggle to do it. It feels weird. It feels like not I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of the word, but I'm sure you know, or you are aware of this feeling, or you've had it before. I'm going to put a list in front of you of tasks that may cause resistance. So you'll probably feel resistance just by me speaking or going down the list and then speaking them to you. Cold calling, cold emailing, cold messaging, sales calls, handling objections, service delivery. Now, everyone's different, but me just saying these words probably makes you feel a bit, not the best. So what happens when we try to complete these tasks? We face resistance. But resistance is just one word for hundreds of self-declining reactions. These could include building websites, creating logos, scrolling on social media, not doing anything, further distractions, I don't have time. Like even you watching this right now in the sort of agency program, you probably have other tabs open. You're probably, I don't know, maybe you're not listening to music, but you probably struggle to even watch this video without, going on your phone or like just other things. And these are just a few of many activities that beginners and, people who aren't successful indulge in because it makes them feel like they're doing something, when in reality, building a website, creating a logo for your agency, that is not generating you money. That is not generating you cash flow. It's just procrastinating. It makes you feel good, but in reality, it's not going to change anything. So these are the actions of resistance. So this is what can happen when we're faced with direct pain, and we have the option nowadays to either do the pain or scroll on social media or whatever. We disregard the pain by doing other irrelevant tasks that have no correlation to your income. They don't. But yeah, they make you feel good because it's, it feels like you've done something, right? Oh, I built a website today. No, like you didn't. You do the work. And a great way to figure out what you should be doing with your time, I get a lot of questions like,
What do I need to focus on with my agency? You know, what can I do to, you know, speed up the process? Just do what scares you the most. Like, you probably know right now what scares you the most. And now, just like introspective acuity, from this point on, you can recognize when you feel resistance. So the whole point of introspective acuity was to, you should have watched that, by the way, you should have watched the 2 previous videos following this, prior to this, but you should know that introspective acuity is the self-awareness that comes within oneself, and once you are self-aware, you can then progress a lot faster. But now you're going to have self-awareness, because when you try and do the hard work, you're going to recognize resistance. You'll feel it, and then you can say to yourself, okay, I've got resistance, I know it's resistance, I just need to do the work. And you damn well know what you need to be doing. But let's talk about why you feel resistance when doing the hard work. Homeostasis. I mentioned briefly in the last video about what homeostasis is, but I'm really going to nail down on it. The brain and body don't like change. It's simple. The brain and body do not like change. It's like if you've ever been to the gym, at first, you know, the first few weeks or months of the gym isn't the best. But after a while, you start to enjoy the pain. I know that may sound a bit weird, but anyone who goes to the gym for a long enough period of time knows what I'm talking about. And it's the exact same with business. Similar to a thermometer, they like to remain at a steady temperature. So the body, homeostasis, likes to remain at a steady temperature. Homeostasis often leads us to seek comfort and familiarity. We tend to gravitate towards what feels safe and known, as it requires less effort and possesses fewer risks. Stepping outside our comfort zone is essential for personal growth, as it allows us to challenge ourselves and, you know, learn new skills. However, the drive to maintain stability can make it difficult to break free from, you know, familiar and embrace change. So the reason it's difficult to do the work is because it's going to change the outcome. So by nature, we will feel the most resistance when we are the closest to changing, which could be success. So when you're doing cold calls or, you know, sales calls, the reason you're feeling, I don't know, a bit of uncertainty or doubt, or, you know, it feels a bit odd, like it's a bit annoying, not annoying, but like, I don't know, it's a feeling I can't really explain, but I'm sure you watching this understand. It's because that is the activity that's single-handedly going to give us the most success. And as I just mentioned, the brain and body don't like change, so changing into a person that is successful is not what the brain and body wants, so that's why it's sort of painful and you get resistance. But that in itself should motivate you to do the hard work at the sort of the baseline, because you understand now that those activities, which are, you know, the most painful, the most, you know, difficult to do, are the ones that are going to bring you the most amount of success. So instead of pushing back and trying to fight the resistance, we recognize it and embrace it. So whenever we're doing cold calling, cold emailing, sales calls, we recognize that we feel resistance and we embrace it. We don't try and push it back, we just embrace it. This is called gradual elevation. The gradual elevation refers to the concept of gradually reducing or easing certain aspects of our lives that may hinder personal growth. It involves recognizing and addressing the factors that contribute to stagnation or resistance to change, and taking steps to elevate their impact. But just recognizing it, like I just told you, and embracing it isn't enough to actually hinder it. So just like introspective acuity, recognizing your current situation and recognizing when you feel resistance, you can understand that, okay, I've got resistance. I know that I'm close to achieving success because I'm feeling resistance, and now I just need to push through and just complete it. But when it comes to putting in the hard work, this is how one can overcome and stay consistent. It's by no miracle the most successful people in the world are the ones that can spend a long duration of time on one task. You know, you look at Jeff Bezos, you look at, you know, Elon Musk. I guarantee you they could sit down for 8 hours and just literally zone in and just complete the work. It's a fact. And what you'll find is when you actually put your full attention to something, it will actually be a faster process than if you were to like multitask. I see too many people try to multitask. Like if you've got multiple tabs open, you're listening to music, you'll probably have to watch this video again instead of just watching it one time with your full attention, full effort, and then you won't have to watch it again and you'll actually remember it more. So he is a man of courage who does not run away but remains at his post and fights against the enemy. That is a quote by Socrates. If you don't know who Socrates is, then you should. He's a yeah, you should. But it's going to be painful, man. Like it's hard. It's hard work. It's not easy growing a company or an agency to, you know, 10, 20, 30k per month. But it's not meant to be easy. But instead of hating the pain, instead of being like, oh, I really don't want to do this, it's too hard, learn to love it. And I'm going to tell you why you should love it. Because without the pain and hard work, there'd be no value. It wouldn't mean anything if it was easy and everyone could do it. Like, if everyone could get a six-pack, then it wouldn't be anything special. Everyone would just be walking around with six-packs. It wouldn't have any value, it wouldn't have any meaning. It would just be like, yeah, cool, everyone's got that. So be grateful that it's hard, because other people will quit, and then you'll be the one that can just enjoy the pain when everyone else has quit, and you'll be the one, just the last man standing, essentially. Because I'm going to be honest, the person, in my opinion, the person that can just withstand the most amount of struggle in their business and can just, you know, sit in it, and yes, it's uncomfortable, but if you can just sit in it for a long enough period of time, you will get everything you want in life tenfold, 10 times over. If it was easy, then it wouldn't mean anything. So you need to be grateful for the hard work and realize this. Once again, you're becoming introspective acuity. You now understand that you should appreciate that it's hard. All the best things in life come from a challenge. And if you really want to like have purpose, then you need to set a challenge, and the challenge should be extremely hard, like this. So it's good that you've got purpose, and it's good that now you've got something to chase, and you understand that it's going to be painful, because you've probably been lied to in the industry that it's a get-rich-quick scheme, and it's not. You know, all the other YouTubers telling you, you know, the agency model, AI, SMA, you know, whatever it may be, whatever you're doing, it's not easy. It's really not easy. And I'm telling you this because I don't want it to be a shock for when you're, you know, a few weeks, a few months into your journey and you haven't seen as much success as you want. Obviously, we're going to give you the systems, we're going to give you the scripts, everything you could need to, you know, 10x the speed it will take to achieve success. But until you realize this, it will still be hard to do the work, if you know what I mean. So you need to understand this. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. The good news is that it will only be temporary. And we've reduced the pain by giving you all our client acquisition systems, plus, you know, 24/7 support, one-to-one support with me. You can text me anytime. So that's pretty powerful, and we've reduced the pain, but there is still going to be pain. But the good news is that it's temporary, meaning that it won't last forever, and getting started and getting to your first 5,000, 10,000 per month, 15,000 per month will be the hardest times ever. And once you've done that, and you can outsource, you can get appointments set, you can get sales reps, which we can help you with, it will get easier. But for now, it's going to suck. It's going to be a bit difficult for the first 6 months, minimum. But I'm telling you this because I don't want there to be any shock or any surprises. But you should be in it for the long run. And it shouldn't matter how long it takes for you to achieve your goals. But you're still going to have to put in endless hours of work. And I'm telling you this because I want the best for you. Like, a lot of YouTubers will tell you it's, I don't know, it's hard. No, sorry, it's easy. You know, anyone can do it. It takes, you know, a month to make, I don't know, sign your first few clients. No, like, I'm telling you this because I want to be fully honest and transparent with you. And I want to prepare you so you can be in the best position. So when, let's say, 4 months in, you haven't seen any results, which won't happen because, you know, our systems are pretty insane. So most of our clients, you know, sign clients in the first 30 days. But you get the point. I don't want there to be any shock. And by me telling you this, you know, you won't quit as easily, because the person that can just sit in the struggle and sit in the pain for the longer period of time will win. However, if you are able to sit in the pain and suffering temporarily, this program will reward you tenfold. You will get 10 times what you want in life if you can just sit and, you know, watch all our videos, apply our systems, take action. You will achieve what you want. And that goal we went over in the video earlier, so the video before this, the clear goal you have in your head now, you will achieve that. And you'll get 10 times more than that probably. But it takes time. Now we're going to talk about conquering external influences. This is similar to resistance, but if we can minimize external influences, then we will achieve success a lot quicker. Now, I'm pretty sure you know what I mean by external influences. An example is to not watch any more SMA YouTube or AI automation agency videos on YouTube. Obviously, you can watch me. Don't not stop watching me. I'm joking. My point is that just don't, like, you've got all the videos you need here. Don't go watching videos on YouTube. You don't need to be, I'm not saying this for any other reason apart from I want the best for you. And this, I actually, you know, once I actually stopped doing this, I actually, you know, got a lot more results quickly. It was weird. But what I was doing, right, is I was constantly going on YouTube and I was searching like the best script for Instagram DMs or the best email script. And like realistically, no one's going to give you that in like a 10-minute video. So like, I don't know why you're watching it in the first place, but I was constantly like stimulated by the new shiny thing. When in reality, if you can just stick to watching one or two YouTubers, I don't know, doesn't really matter, or just not watch any more YouTube about, you know, SMA or AI agencies or SaaS or whatever you may do, and just stick to either watching this video, and then you can watch YouTube videos and you can, you know, have a time in the day, I don't know, in the evening, for where you can just chill and, you know, watch YouTube videos. That's what I do. But I'm not going on YouTube to search SMA, because let's face it, and I think I talked about this in the outbound automation module a bit earlier, and I talked about how, you know, overexposure and sort of classical conditioning, and the fact that, you know, thousands of other people have watched the YouTube videos that you're watching about the secret script or whatever. So it doesn't work because, you know, thousands of people have seen it, and then thousands of people have done outreach, and then it becomes overexposed to the prospects. So it doesn't even work in the first place. But yeah, that's another tip. It sounds counterintuitive, but this will single-handedly speed up my process 10x, and it did help me a lot. I always used to look for the best script and copy, as I just mentioned. There's too many people with shiny object syndrome nowadays. This means that they're constantly hopping from side hustle to side hustle, from niche to niche, from Facebook ads to TikTok ads to AI chatbots to SaaS. Like, you just need to stick with one thing, stick with one niche, one service for at least 6 months, and you will see results. And you use our systems, you will see results. Those who can stick with one thing for a long enough period of time will inevitably see results. It's not like a maybe, if maybe, whatever. No, you will. And I understand that there's a lot of uncertainty when starting entrepreneurship and when starting your agency, that, you know, that you're probably doubting, like, what happens if I put in all this work and it doesn't happen? I'm telling you, it will happen. It's just like the gym. If you go to the gym X amount of times a week and you eat X amount of meals, like protein or whatever, you will see results. And it's the exact same with sort of the agency model. It's inputs versus outputs. It's cause versus effect. The more you put in, the more you get out. And if you don't get what you want out, then you change the inputs, and then you'll get eventually what you want out. So I understand that I had doubts whether or not this would even work, but trust me, it's real, man. Like, it can change your life if you just, like, stick at it and just stick with our systems and, you know, constantly improve, like, even if it's just 1% every day. So here's a recap of what we covered: resistance, homeostasis with gradual alleviation, embracing the prodigy within the crucible of hard work, and conquering external influences. So that's it, man. Like, I'm not going to talk too much about this mindset stuff, because you know what you need to do. You know right now the thing that's going to propel you in the right direction towards success. And as I just mentioned, it's probably the thing that scares you the most. So whatever scares you the most, that is a great activity. Just do that thing. There you go, I'm telling you. Yes, it's scary, temporarily, but in the long run, that's how you see, you know, results 5-10 times more sort of quickly. So yeah, hopefully this video helped, and, you know, if you're wondering why it's hard, now you know why it's hard to do the work. But the work that is hard will, you know, by nature give you the most success. But then you also know that you should be grateful and you should embrace the fact that it's hard, because if it was easy, everyone would do it and it would have no value. So there you go. That's my current sort of paradigm and belief about this sort of thing, and this is how I'm able to sort of work. So that's a great sort of way of shifting your mindset to, you know, just be able to do the work essentially. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.